Et yo les gens, c'est SkyWhait, je suis continue de social 2.5 SkyWhait, on va directement continuer notre partie sur le modèle Maids Salut, tout. Donc je me souviens plus trop ce qui s'est passé. Ah, il me semble qu'on devait retourner dans le palais Euphoria parce qu'on avait terminé la mission. Obstacle, ça commence à être plutôt obscur, tout le monde me regarde quand on arrive. Donc c'est un peu le bordel. On verra vite ce qui va se passer. Bon, sinon je suis un petit peu trigger puisque je viens de sortir du game sur Warframe et je taille des connards en fait. Voilà, pour ceux qui connaissent un petit peu le jeu, je suis en train de faire un trio et de monde. Et en fait, je joue une classe spéciale qui s'appelle Madora, et donc c'est une classe anti-bouclier de long. Uniquement ça, hein, c'est-à-dire que si. Voilà. Et en gros, j'ai fait tout le travail, je me suis fait insulter un petit peu, et c'est pas moi qu'on a, voilà, à la fin, quand tu dis bravo les gars, on a bien joué, bah j'ai pas été dans le bravo, hein. C'est-à-dire que c'était bravo mec, on était 4, donc c'était bravo mec qui nous a carré, mais moi j'étais pas dedans, alors que, sans me vanter, je devais faire partie du premier ou du deuxième minimum gars sur la liste. Du coup, ça m'a un peu trigger, bah. Tu joues à un jeu et tu fais quasiment 60% du taf, et quand on marque pas, ça me dérange pas, mais par contre quelqu'un a son taf plutôt. C'est un peu comme si vous jouez une classe healer, vous voyez. On va jamais vous récompenser. Enfin, si vous êtes avec une classe de Google, avec une équipe de Google, bah personne va vous dire bravo, t'as bien joué, alors qu'en vrai, sans toi, la game n'existe pas en fait. Et ça, c'est assez chiant. C'est assez chiant.
Oui. Vous avez besoin de quelque chose.
Donc là, ça m'a un peu tilté, parce qu'on va pas se mentir que du coup, je devais protéger la team et détruire la vie du boss. Voilà, tout seul. Dans le premier cas, et dans le deuxième cas, il fallait juste retuer la vie du boss, mais là c'était plus à moi de le faire. Et du coup, on m'a rien dit, parce que, en fait, quand tu regardes, quand tu regardes les statistiques, c'est marqué que je fais 0% de dégâts, puisque la première vie du boss ne compte pas dans les pourcentages de dégâts. Et du coup, on a mais qu'est-ce que tu demandes, mec, tu fais 5% de dégâts. Ah oui, parce qu'en fait, je suis sur 100% de dégâts de la première vie en fait. Donc sur les 100 000 dégâts, les 100 000 cas de PV de la première vie, j'ai fait 100% des dégâts, et sur bon bah les 100 000 cas du deuxième, j'ai fait 5%. Et c'est assez relou en fait, voilà. Que les gens ne comprennent pas ça. Mais bon, si vous voulez que je vous dise. Après il s'épate quand tu le bosses. Hein. Il s'épate quand tu le bosses en 20 minutes, alors apparemment ça prend une heure. Alors. Là, ce qu'elles font.
Good work out there. My scouts are pleased with what they saw.
Je peux vous aider?
Attends, mais ils applaudissent, non?
Je peux vous aider?
Congratulations!
J'adore
Je
cette
peux vous
tête.
aider? Wow! Only one sister died? Compared to how many Purity and heroes? That's unbelievable!
Je sais pas où moi, genre j'aurais fait son honneur, mais
Tell
ça.
me, what weapon did you use to cut those Purity fools in half? One of mine? Oui?
Oui.
Oui? Je peux vous aider?
Oui?
Je peux vous aider?
Parlez. Faites vite.
Énervé.
You showed Purity the error of the ways. My mages are all very proud of you.
I can't believe this.
Un petit peu. Aïe.
Welcome home.
Oh, hush, hush. Here's your payment. Now make way for Mistress Matari and her illustrious golden maidens.
Je sais pas si je mérite d'être là, mais c'est plus.
Good morning, ladies. Today we have learned that your sisters and new courageous commander have won back Fort Hazarath. Your fallen sisters have been avenged. Now we march forward with our heads held high, ready to end this war as quickly as Purity's return. Our beloved mistress has something to say. I know you're all eager to hear her words, but first we must honor a recent addition to our legion. A hero who has fought Purity head-on at Hazarath, a vanguard of peace and justice.
They're talking about you.
The daughter of our late leader, Kasha Pinder.
What?
Miss Pinder, it is with great privilege that I grant you the katana wielded by your father. Carry it with pride. Your family's sacrifice has brought us to this historical moment. You are no longer a trainee. You are one of us. Welcome to Serenity's Silence, dear sister. Now, before I introduce Matari, I would like to review the report from Fort Hazarath.
Nay to that! We want Matari!
Well, I guess we can debrief all of you later. Now, the moment we've been waiting for, I present to you, Mistress Matari.
My faithful warriors and loving daughters. It has been over 40 years since our order was founded. There have been many changes, but our goals have remained constant. Marcus and his wife Zell swore that Serenity Siren would protect the Pinder family and bring the end of Project Purity. With great sadness and regret, they will not live to see that day. We may have failed to protect them, but our victory at Fort Hazarath is a testament to their legacy of courage. Through death, the Pinder family has brought us together. Many of you are Tamriel born, who have left your homes to serve our cause. Many more of you are Ashen, with no place to call home. That is why I am here today to announce my final gift to you. When this war is over, all of you will have a home. Our journey is reaching a climax. Purity's return is one last act of desperation. Their resistance to change has run its course. One final blow is all it will take to knock the beast to the ground. We have learned the location of their last stronghold, Innocence, an underground labyrinth deep within the heart of Skyrim. It will take many months of preparation before we can strike, but when we do, we will prevail. Then, at last, there will be harmony. For when Purity falls, the Pinder family will be avenged and our journey will come to an end. As young Kaja carries her family name into the future, we will be warriors without a cause. I am asking all of you, Ashen and non-Ashen, to choose your destiny when this war is over, be it with the rest of your sisters or alone. When Purity dies and Innocence falls, we will be free. Goodbye, my children. You are all dismissed.
Wonderful, my mistress. Thank you so much. Now, everyone, I know you're all wondering about the assignments. My fellow maidens and I are your battle masters. Okay. Maybe later.
It was good to see the smiling faces of our sisters upon hearing Matari speak. It was good to see the
Glad you came by.
smiling faces of
I
our
wanted to
sisters
let you know
upon
that you'll be
hearing
taking
Matari
missions
speak.
directly from Matari now on.
Speaking
We do
is
have a
very
mission planned for
exhausted
you.
for Matari.
As soon as it's ready,
I must
Matari will
provide
let
her
you know.
comfort in the privacy of her meditation room.
Go on. The Golden Maidens were created by
So
Mistress
similar.
Matari, with the permission of her former master Marcus Pinder, of course. We serve to protect our mistress, attend to her needs, and act as an intermediary between her and the commanders. As Golden Maidens, we are expected to be strong, be loving, and most important of all, be sexy. Our unrivaled mastery of the art of seduction has prepared us for the most covert operations. There were very few missions, let alone interesting ones. Matari prefers keeping her elite warriors close. Maybe the others have their own unique stories. We tend to keep our missions private, given the, details of what we have to do to succeed.
Première fois que je l'ai
True,
rencontré,
there
dans
was
une
another maiden in
notification
charge, before she was killed in the attack on Fort Pazarath. I moved up in rank while Zana was quickly ushered into our elite group. She is fitting in quite well given her prior service as a charm instructor. Flirty? Hey, it comes with being a leader. I have to tone it down just a little so I can be taken seriously. But when I'm out of here, there's no stopping me from playing. No, Freya has a
Coopérer avec
personality that only meshes well with someone as aggressive and daring as she is. She's as skilled with the katana as any golden maiden, but she has no care for seduction. At least not the kind we practice. Mistress Matari created the position of right hand just for her. Sometimes I feel that Freya has been given too much power. But as a loyal golden maiden, I can only express respect towards my comrade. I'll always be there for you.
Oui?
C'est vraiment marrant.
Good work, Commander. Oh, je peux vous aider?
The Golden Maidens are in charge now, huh? Can't wait to see what crazy missions you'll be involved in now.
Tell me, what weapon did you use to cut those purity fools in half? One of mine?
Il a reçu le katana de son père, du coup. Et du coup, je perds une partie par contre.
My mother's name was Zell. That's it. That's all I know about her. My entire family's history is lost. I'm all that's left. Listen, I don't like this any more than
Tu
you
vas
do,
rester avec Tian.
but what choice do I have? It's all that I have left of my family. Matari is taking the Sirens into a different direction, but I'll continue the fight that my ancestors started. I'll make sure the Sirens don't forget the Pinders. It's going to be dangerous, but who knows? I might be the only person that is standing between Matari and her goal. I won't! I still have too much to live for. And you need a maid. I've been meaning to tell you. I've convinced the sirens to let me stay with you on the condition that you help continue my training. Like I said, I'd love to see Skyrim. Right when I thought I would get the chance, I ended up back underground. Now that I know I have some combat practice, maybe I can travel with you. This katana belonged to my father. It will protect me. I know it will. Please? I have a chest back home in Jonestead. The sirens gave me the standard issue medium armor, but I'm sure I could try on other kinds. My weapon is this katana. This is all I need. No! I mean, you already have all sorts of weapons. Why do you need another? If you decide to continue, I'll be at your side. The sirens told me that all of my missions will be with you. I'm glad. You're the only person I trust. Well, I better get back to work. Not siren work, maid work. I'll see you later.
Le mec il lui sort une grosse... Non.
My mother's name was... My entire family's history is lost. Listen, Matari is... I'll make sure... It's going to be dangerous, but who knows? I might be the only person that is standing between... I understand. You've been busy lately. You need some rest. And you need a maid. I've been meaning to tell you. My mother's name was... My entire family's history is lost. Listen, Matari is taking... I'll make sure the sound... It's going to be dangerous, but who knows? We'll see if it's good. The sirens could always use another warrior. And you need a maid. I've been meaning to tell you. I've convinced the sirens... Like I said, now that I know this katana belonged to my father. Great. Can't wait. I have a chest back home in Jonestead. The sirens gave me the standard issue. My entire family's history is lost. Listen, Matar, I'll make sure this... It's going to be dangerous, but who knows? We'll see if it's... And you need him. I've been meaning to... Like I said, now that I know this katana belonged to my father. I haven't been training for long, so please give me a chance to learn. I have a chest back home in Jonestead. My mother's name... My entire family's history is lost. Matari... I'll make sure the... It's going to be dangerous, but who knows? I won't! And you need a maid. I've been meaning to tell... Like I said, now that I know this katana belonged to my father. Great. Can't wait. I have a chest back home in Jonestead. My weapon is this katana. If you decide to continue, I'll be at your side. The sirens told me that all of my missions will be with you. I'm glad. You're the only person I trust. Well, I better get back to work. Not siren work, maid work. I'll see you later. So good to see you again. What do you need? What should I use?
Le combat, c'est moi.
Lead the way. How can I help? Really? I didn't think you had the time. What place do you have in mind? Great. We can have a picnic. You bring whatever you like. I'll bring the food. See you there.
Rendez-vous galant. Une liste de signes. Je vais directement aller chercher tenue des listes de signes pour pas oublier. Laissez-moi avoir dessiné un pique-nique, un poste de contrôle des sirènes que d'ombre noire est d'accord pour apporter tous les systèmes, mais devrait lui apporter quelque chose de personnel de justice. Ah, j'étais beau. Je vais en prendre 3. 3. 3. Bah, je pense 3 de chaque, c'est bien. Depuis le début, j'avais des gameplays des bolites.
What do you need? Plenty. My favorite one involves a fellow siren. I should tell it to you sometime when we can talk in private. It's bound to happen eventually, Commander. There is nothing more honorable than serving Mistress Matari with your life and love. A golden maiden is the most coveted position in Serenity Sirens, even with the benefits aside. Fortune favors you.
I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Enlighten me. Wouldn't you like to know? My first mission as a golden maiden is the one that stands out from all the rest. It took months of being romantically involved with a corrupt ambassador just to get closer to his business partners. The plan was to bring down his smuggling operations through manipulation of all those involved. I slept with one businessman after another, bonding with each of them long enough up to the point where they were in love. One day I saw my chance to lift the veil. A meeting was scheduled between the ambassador and his partners in a remote cave. The ambassador, who was my husband at the time, left in the middle of the night. I followed him to the cave. Near the end of the meeting, when they had come to a major agreement, I walked out of the shadows and hugged my husband lovingly from behind as he was seated at the round table. I spoke loud enough so everyone could hear. Why did you have to leave me all alone? I wasn't done with you yet. All 5 men at the table inhaled sharply in unison. One by one they spoke out in protest, and within seconds, they all realized that they had slept with me. I was already in the shadows by then, watching with glee as I saw each man draw their sword and attack one another. They all fell, except for the ambassador, paralyzed in his seat out of the horror of seeing his operation fall before him. I walked out of the shadows one last time and kneeled beside him to whisper my final goodbye. I love you so much, darling. But this mess is yours to clean up. I walked out of the room and closed the door behind me. As soon as the locks fell, I heard him scatter out of his seat. He begged me to unlock the door. The man that loved me suddenly found it within himself to call me the harshest words in his vocabulary. The next day, I called for the guards in the local town to arrest the man. Within a week, the former ambassador was locked up in a cell with his partner's former employees. Fully aware that this man was at fault for ruining them all. We were only following protocol. Now that we've had the opportunity to introduce ourselves to one another, we can speak on more relaxed terms. And being in your presence is more than relaxing, if I might add. Don't be a stranger. Bye now.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you. As a golden maiden? No. I joined right after the death of a previous lead maiden. I was a charm instructor. I'm surprised the mistress chose me over my companion, Kathy. But it's probably because I've always been good friends with the maidens. A healthy bond is what keeps us fighting strong and our spirits high. Sure thing.
Commander? If you insist on leaving.
Commander.
Thank you for your service. Fort Plaira would not have been won without you. Shortly before your mission with Freya, one of our scouts pinpointed the exact location of where most of the Purity convoys were originating. It has been a decade since we began searching for their fortress. We should have suspected that it would be underground. We must prepare ourselves. Innocence is the heart of purity. For over 200 years it has served as their home. It will be heavily defended. I believe that we must focus on immediate matters. My golden maidens will need to adjust to their new roles as the Sirens' battle masters. Their time spent with me since the death of Marcus has made them lethargic. You can help them. Follow me.
Alors. Mais bon, en fait. C'est le machin. Tu fais la quête, ça annule l'ancienne. truc et tout. Elle lance un projectile qui peut pénétrer la plus épaisse des armures, ouais. Bah, c'est une baliste, quoi. Manger du verre sur roche.
You're right. This is a nice spot. Did you find it while exploring? Oh, I forgot about that. I heard it was bad. Many of them died.
Ouais. Tu viens ici pour la première mission avec Christian.
They're very nice. But you didn't have to just because I'm the one who brought food. You brought them because you wanted to. Thank you. I brought you some vegetable soup and some blackberry meat to...
C'est pour ça que vous êtes en France. Oh, de l'hydromel, bonsoir, quel boss!
You're right. This is a nice spot. Did you find it while exploring? Oh, I forgot about that. I heard... You're right. I didn't bring you out here for this kind of talk.
Pourquoi m'avoir emmené ici? Non, je veux lui passer un petit fleuve.
You're right. This is a nice spot. Did you find it while exploring? Oh, I forgot about that. I heard it was bad. They're very nice. But you didn't have to just because I'm the one who brought food. You brought them because you wanted to. Thank you. I brought you some vegetable soup and some blackberry meat to drink. And a sweet roll for dessert. I'm glad. Exactly what you ordered during dinner with Matari. I better eat my food before it gets cold. Do you have a husband?
Vraiment, je suis des bonnes stats.
Sorry, maybe I'm being too blunt. It's just that you practically know everything about my life, but I hardly know anything about yours. Well, good. I'm glad. As a friend, I'm happy for you. I should start heading back and try to get some work done. I'll see you around.
Oh, je me suis fan de Ned là.
Do you have a husband? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to... Would she be alright with this?
Une femme en plus. Ça va.
Because this is... What we're doing is something personal?
Oh, vous êtes en plus.
That was only for one day, and I'm not forcing you to do anything. I just want to know what this is. This is wrong. I have no experience in this sort of thing, obviously, but there's one thing I do know.
Ouais, non, c'est possible. Ah. Par contre, ouais, c'est vrai que en fait, si je dis que j'ai un mari, ça lui casse instantanément tous ses espoirs en fait. Parce qu'elle est là en mode merde. Elle est là en mode merde, elle est attirée par les gars en fait. Oui, c'est intéressant tout ça. Oui, c'est très bien.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Would she be alright with this? If you say so. Because this is... what we're doing is something personal. So this isn't a... we're here just as friends, right? I'm just a maid, nothing more, nothing less. I understand. Hey, maybe now would be a good time. Sorry about bringing up all of that.
Oh, aïe 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 aïe, ça fait vraiment mal tout ça.
You have a husband?
Vu que j'ai lancé un mode pour me marier plusieurs fois, on va lui dire qu'on n'a pas de mari. Et en fait, elle va être heureuse, mais...
We all have to make major choices.
Non.
I'm glad you've made yours. I should start heading back and try to get some work done. I'll see you around.
Je suis sûr qu'elle est forte parce qu'elle cache bien son seum quand même.
You have a husband?
Elle cache bien son seum.
I see. Are you looking for someone?
Ah ouais, nice. Allez, je vais me suicider.
You'll find out eventually. I should start heading back and try to get some work done. I'll see you around. You have a husband? I see. Are you looking for someone? I hope you find him.
Non. Yep.
Maybe I can help, huh? I should start heading back and try to get some work done. I'll see you around.
Je teste, écoutez, j'aime bien, je teste tout.
You have a husband? I see. Are you looking for someone? I hope you find him. Maybe I can help, huh? I should start heading back and try to get some work done. You have a husband? I see. Are you looking? I hope you find him. You did, huh?
Non.
Someone. Right. For a second. I should start heading back and try to get some work done. I'll see you around.
Genre essaye, j'adore ça, hein. Essayer comme ça.
I see. I hope you find him. You did, huh? You mean... You know, I'm not used to this sort of thing. Being stuck in a town your entire life. You don't get many opportunities. This is only happening because of what we're going through together. It's... nothing. We're not supposed to do this. I don't know what I was thinking. Like I said, we've been through a lot. Maybe I thought of that as an excuse to bond with you. This is stupid. I'm sorry for dragging you out here. Can we just forget this ever happened, okay?
Alors, timide quand même.
You have a husband? I see.
Là, tu sens, j'ai monté.
I hope you find him. You did, huh? You mean... You know, I'm not used to this sort of thing. Being stuck in a town your entire life. You don't get any opportunities. This is only happening because of what we're going through together. It's... nothing. We're not supposed to do this.
It's nothing. Bon, on lui dit, hop, on a des coups.
Yes, best to forget about this. I'm sorry for bringing this up. This is supposed to be a nice, relaxing trip. I had to go and ruin it. I'd better get back to work. Take care of yourself.
Elle est pas très sûre d'elle, hein, c'est de son côté. C'est normal pour moi, je crois qu'on a 50 points d'amour, très peu d'amitié.
This was a bad idea. Could we just forget this ever happened? I need to get back to work.
So good to see you again. What do you need?
SkyWhait.
We're not supposed to do this. Pretend this never happened. Yes, you're right. I need to get back to work.
Huh.
I'm sorry for dragging you out here.
Hello. Lead the way.
What do you need? Okay, let's carry on. I'm doing well so far. How about you?
C'est trop ridicule. SkyWhait nous considère comme le début du amour, j'ai l'impression. Je sais pas ce qu'il faut faire, peut-être qu'il faut juste monter l'amour et pas faire monter l'amitié, peut-être que c'est ça qu'il faut faire aussi. Moi, pour moi, ça me paraît très logique de monter les deux. Après, peut-être pas, du coup. C'est ce que j'essaie de faire depuis le début, c'est-à-dire que j'essaie de faire monter l'amour et l'amitié. Et en espérant qu'un jour, les points que j'obtiens vont faire monter plus l'amour que l'amitié. Même si là, je commence à gagner beaucoup de points en amour, en quelque sorte. Si je peux encore amener des fleurs, ça fait un plus 3, tu vois, c'est pas dégueu. Mais si ça se trouve... il aurait fallu... c'est un peu très grave. Mais monter uniquement l'amour et se débrouiller pour pas faire monter l'amitié, ou du moins en même temps, ou du moins moins. Le problème c'est que bon, je peux pas trop le savoir ça. Le calculateur ici, vous pouvez gérer vos compagnons savants en leur demandant de vous suivre leur moyen de travail. Ok, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? On est sur de la romance à 38 sur 50 et de l'amitié 50 sur 50. Donc elle est vraiment statut de la relation, il y a un truc comme ça, amie loyale, ouais. Le problème c'est qu'il faut qu'on monte la romance en fait. On est sur de l'amie loyale, mais en fait ce que je me dis c'est que si j'étais à 20 en amitié et 38 en romance, elle serait quoi? Elle serait genre juste début de romance, non?
Yes.
Je ne sais pas, on va continuer de surmonter la romance, de toute façon. Puis on verra bien. Enfin, on va continuer de surmonter la romance, ça se trouve, c'est ça qu'il fallait faire. Ça se trouve absolument pas. moi je pense que c'est ça qu'il faut faire parce que, bah, je veux dire, c'est bon, je crois. Je sais pas trop comment le système marche, parce que dans ma tête, pour moi, il faut être à 50 ans en entier et 50 ans en romance. Mais ça se trouve, il fallait simplement être à 50 ans en amitié, enfin en romance, pardon. On verra. De toute façon, je suis au max d'amitié, donc je peux plus le faire monter là. Alors que du coup, je pourrais faire monter tout le reste. On va aller check du coup Matari. Après cette vidéo, je vais peut-être aller checker sur internet si c'est comme ça comment ça marche. Et si, bon, bah, ce qu'il faut c'est l'amour, bah, pas de problème. C'est facile de faire baisser tes points d'amitié, mais le problème c'est que je sais pas faire baisser tes points d'amour en même temps. Enfin, on verra, mais pour moi ça me semble logique d'avoir un 50 en amitié et ensuite un 50 en amour. On va pas se mentir, mais pour qu'une fille tombe amoureuse de toi, il faut qu'elle soit vraiment amie avec toi, et après, normalement, il y a une attirance qui se fait. Mais au début, c'est vraiment, on va dire 50-50, voire plus de l'amitié, puis ensuite de l'amour. J'ai hâte de voir comment ça se passe. Elle est un peu gênée. En fait, ce qui je trouve bizarre, c'est que si elle était à 10 ou 20 d'amitié et 30 d'amour, bah, je vois pas pourquoi elle aurait une mentalité vachement plus distante, je trouve. Parce qu'elle a actuellement. C'est ça que j'ai du mal à comprendre.
Madame.
Genre là, justement, elle a le même niveau d'amour, mais en plus, elle a un niveau de... Madame. Le même niveau d'amour, par contre, là, elle a un niveau d'amitié plus agréable. Moi, je pense que c'est normal et que le but, c'est de sortir de cette petite friendzone qui, je pense, va pas durer très longtemps. Parce que quand on va passer à 40-45, ça va tout de suite bombarder assez vite. On verra.
Thank you for your service. Sure, it has been a decade since we must. I believe their time spent with me. Follow me. Follow me.
Ah non, c'est ça. Ah non, ça va.
I'm so excited. I've never been to Markarth.
I believe you've already been acquainted with each of my golden maidens. They are my personal guard and most valiant warriors. They are icons of loyalty, endurance, love. Beneath each of their beautiful exteriors is a fragile soul of a woman. A soul that must be nurtured so it may continue to grow. I've done everything in my power to comfort them, but they require much more. The maidens have a sacred communion with the goddess Debella. In times of peace, they regularly attended the temple of Debella in Markarth for worship. Our war has disrupted this routine and has affected their well-being. I am requesting that you escort all of them to Markarth so they may regain their strength. There is no need for concern. I've already made arrangements to have Freya stand in their place. When you arrive at the temple, I ask that you stand guard outside while the maidens perform their rituals. In addition, they will be meeting with a private contractor that has maintained a close relationship with our order over the years. Our battle with purity is approaching, and we are due for additional supplies. The contractor has everything we need to ensure the end comes with minimal losses. The Sirens have already fought Purity and hero forces in the Reach. Given Purity's fascination with dwarven artifacts, it's likely that Markarth lies in hostile territory. Purity is well aware of the Golden Maiden's rank in the Order, and will do anything to murder just one. But it is a risk that we must take. The maidens must have their confidence restored so they may serve as effective battle masters. Then I await your return.
Well, shall we go? There are no words for how ready we are. All of us have been eager to visit the temple since the attacks began. It's a matter of modesty. We do not wish to alienate any of our fellow worshippers by attending services in expensive dresses. In the company of Debella, we are all equal and available. Take the lead. Oh, and do take your time. We don't mind the view. Not at all.
A shame that you can't stay inside the temple with us. Dear, if it was your passion to love someone with all of your heart and be loved in return, wouldn't you be happy? When our fight with Purity is over, I believe the maidens will remain with Matari no matter what she decides to do next. But you will always be welcome to pay us a visit. Do come to me first. I'm dying to meet the real you. My past and the others are one and the same. Our lives didn't begin until we joined the Sirens and became Golden Maidens. It was in 160, I believe, that Matari began helping Marcus with recruitment of young women to join the Sirens. Over the course of 3 decades, Matari made 4 trips to Arkaville. Each time before she returned home, she handpicked the most beautiful Ashen she saw on her journey to serve as a Golden Maiden. Melody was the first, then me, Catherine, and finally, Elda. Making connections with our fellow Ashen. Thanks to Matari, many of our kind have safely arrived in Tamriel. She is a replacement. The first Golden Maiden, the one that came before any of us. She was a Red Guard. I do not like to talk about her. Ask Melody and she may go into details.
How are you doing? Need a break? Sure am. I've heard stories about how much fun the others have at the temple. I can't wait to see what it's all about. No, this pilgrimage is for Golden Maidens only. And since I just became one after a maiden was killed at Pazarath, this will be my first time. I never met her, but Melody might have something to say.
Anything for you. What do you need?
Il peut me parler de ça un petit tuer.
Oh, you're no stranger to Dibella's teachings. Well... And since when did we start listening to those kinds of people? We're all different because we want to be. It's so much fun doing things you're not supposed to. Let's cause a little mischief. Wouldn't be the first time. I know what you did at the temple, you naughty girl. Huh? Where's this coming from? No, I'm not. It's pretty loaded for me. I'm a modest woman.
Simple question, Bruce.
I don't want you to think of me as some evil murderer. It's my job. My hobbies. You already know what they are. I like it. Just a little.
Yeah.
Talk. I'm eager to learn more about you. But we are. Only her teachings are worth following. The other divines are pointless, irrelevant, boring. They're different. I will leave it at that. They say you can learn all there is to a person's personality by knowing what sorts of gods he does and does not worship. So do not tell me. I want you to be my special surprise that I will unwrap soon enough. Freya, our mutual friend. She was my master, you know. I was one of her finest, surpassing the likes of Aradarum and Misha. She does not admit it, but I was her favorite. She was so disappointed that I ascended to the rank of Golden Maiden. She is a fool. I hold more power here than I ever did with her. How could I deny such a gift? I love Freya. Endure? You mean enjoy. Every beating and embarrassing public act was all in the name of love. Which is exactly why we go to the Temple of Dibella. Commander, shall we continue?
Orders? Who's the one being escorted? Excuse me, Commander. I didn't mean to dodge the question. After your mission with Freya, I suppose you would like some honesty. The mistress was wise to consider that our journey would be as conspicuous as possible. All of us will be busy once we're inside the temple, and someone will have to stand guard outside. You've proven countless times that you alone are worth tens of warriors. You're all we need to defend us. Yes, Captain Cordinale, a loyal supporter of the Sirens for the past few decades. She's our means of communicating with our Ashen friends over in Akavir, our main supplier. We sure could use some of her help for what's to come. She's docked at Solitude for the next few days, and we've agreed to meet at the temple to talk business. But first comes fun. A sea lady like her deserves high-class entertainment while on land. This is a very sensitive subject, but I suppose avoiding your questions any longer will only make things worse. Yes, there was another Golden Maiden. She was Matari's first and the lead maiden. When she died at Pazarath, I took her place, and Zana took mine. Matari believes in a rule of 6. There can be no more than 5 maidens at a time, and 1 mistress. I really don't know. She was here before the rest of us, before Matari came to me in Akavir. We only saw her once, 10 years ago. At Pazarath, we had some business over there, setting things up so we could use it as a garrison. After that, we never saw her again. Shortly after the attack on Pazarath, we learned that she was dead, and that was the end of that.
I can assure you, Zell and the First Maiden are two very different people. She was a Red Guard. God, I do wonder how old she would be right now. Too old to be a Golden Maiden for sure. It isn't fair, don't you think? Why should a non-Ashen serve as a Golden Maiden? The lead maiden, no less, if they are bound to grow old and gray at a faster rate than my kind. We are supposed to be beautiful. Oh, I was jealous. The First Maiden was Matari's favorite. Always in the shadows, working and manipulating. But that's over now. These days, things aren't in such shades of gray. Only the mistress knows. Maybe 5 maidens are easier to manage before it simply gets too crowded to have fun. That's classified. No danger. There are just some things that should stay secret until we're sure they would do no harm. For the sake of the war effort, after all. Good. I don't like dwelling on the past.
Your ladies have work to do. Let's get to it.
What's up?
What's up, man? Let's go, formal carte.
Si vous avez besoin de quoi que ce soit, dites-le, enfant de dragon. Vous devriez aller voir cet orque.
This is going to be fun.
Vous êtes mage de l'académie, pas vrai? Et je crois savoir que la situation.
C'est de la fourrure qui sort de vos oreilles?
Un jour, j'ai souffert d'ankylosis. Mais Botella pour remettre de la vie.
Je suis l'assistant de Gorge.
Hé, faites attention!
Communique avec Dibella. Il ne faut... Je regrette. Le temple de Dibella est fermé. Vous pouvez recevoir votre bénédiction si vous le souhaitez, mais les autres sœurs restent recluses.
Today is a special occasion.
It feels good to be back. The scented fragrance, the posh decor. Everything is just like I remember. Anywhere in the city, really. Don't just stay by the front entrance or you might get ambushed. Patrol around the area for a bit.
We do plan on having some additional company, so keep an eye on anyone suspicious that will come and go, especially the men. Before you leave, don't be afraid to introduce yourself to the captain. She's an interesting woman and it might be a while before we see her again. I certainly hope not, but we can't deny that there's danger being out in public. If I were Purity, this would be the best time to strike and wipe out all the Golden Maidens in a single attack. Don't worry, this will only take a few hours.
Oh, je peux vous aider?
Oui.
Salut.
Quel
Que puis-je faire pour vous?
Éloignez-vous de moi. Hey, faites attention.
You said it. Doesn't matter. So, are you selling those women or what? They're here to worship the Bella, aren't they? Kicked me out of the temple, they did. Said I was not good for their blessing. A lot of believers here today. Maybe to see your women. They are beautiful after all. Look, I'll pay. If they're eager to please, then why not make some gold while they're at it? Shoot. I thought you were their master. Just a bodyguard then, eh? Fine, apologies.
Fils, si tu resteras près de la fonderie, tant que je serai à mon poste d'observation, elle verra tous les deux passer le portail de la vie, mais ce sera à toi de les attirer dans un coin perdu pour qu'ils puissent frapper si le meilleur corps, c'est cette façon sur le
You said it. I saw you walk into the city with those women. Ashen, was it? They're here to work a lot of her, but look, I'll pay. Really? Golly! Here, 50 gold. Is it enough? Send them just outside the city gates when they're done praying, and I'll take them out for a stroll.
Ouais, en dehors de la ville, ouais. Super.
Oui.
Nice home you got here. It's me. I didn't get the chance to say it at Pazaroth, so I'll say it now. Thank you, and goodbye.
Yeah.
It's been over 200 years since I had a body to call my own, and a millennia since I've been able to walk alongside regular people. Everything is so perfect.
Hey, mais attends.
I can finally live and die like a mortal. I'm free. I've done a lot of thinking over the years I spent at Pazaroth. Things have moved on without me. I've gone to the afterlife and back. It's making me dizzy. Time to keep things simple and just live a normal life. No more cults to join, no more sacrifices. I'm going to try out normality and see how that goes. I've already told you that this isn't my fight. She and I are complete opposites. I'd compromise you the moment she would recognize my presence. Sometimes the world would be better off without people like us, trying to change things for the better. Just let it go. Then why are you here, on a mission with the Maidens? Look, just take this. If you're unsure about what to do next, at least you'll always have a way forward. Kasha asked me about Sky's Divide. I can't show you where it is, but this map will lead you to a sealed-off dwarven ruin that my people have dubbed as Legacy Bastion. There, you will find the answers that will set you on a path to reach the Divide, and bring about the final confrontation that comes with the Observer's plan. When I saw you walk into Markarth with the Maidens, I figured you would ignore any attempt I made to turn you down. So I drew you the map. Hard to forget where the Bastion is. It's where I found my old sword that your lizard friend now has. I'm not one to crush somebody's hopes and aspirations, and I didn't want to leave you empty-handed. I might not believe what you're going to go through will work, but that doesn't mean I want you to fail. And if you do, I'll see you on the other side, yeah? We're all doing what we need to do to survive. They have their reasons, so do not kill them, especially not in the name of love. The Golden Maidens, or whatever cute name they've given themselves these days, there is something you should know about them. They're not in that temple to worship Dibella. They don't care about any goddess of love or her teachings. They're only there for the benefits. They did the same with my goddess. They infiltrated my realm, pretending to be believers. They made it so easy for us to fall into their trap. They blended right in with the fancy dresses and dye-colored hair. Then they died. We found their scorched bodies in the barracks, killed by the mistress, you know all too well because they nearly exposed her. That's all they are to her, disposable tools of pleasure and violence. So, I want you to know, you should be very, very afraid of what they're capable of. Before Matari makes a move on you, they will. Well, I've had enough to talk about for a few lifetimes. time to buy myself a cozy waterfront cottage over in the Imperial City and write a book or two. Be sure to stop by sometime before the world ends, okay? Love and peace, sweetie.
Tout fait.
Wake up, wake up, lousy woman. Hey, look at me. I have some questions for you. Damn it. I was hoping it wasn't you, but it is. Listener, Dimitri told me about your visit to Dawnstar the Ashen. We don't know what business you have with those animals. And look where it has brought us. At each other's throats. We meant to capture the Ashen that were accompanying you and hold them for ransom. In exchange, we wanted Cardinale's ship, the Catalyst. This is what we've been driven to do. Reduced to privateer work, plundering ships along the coast. Whatever contracts we can take lets us relive the good old days before the Ashen shamed us. I need to think. All due respect, this job went straight to the gutter because of you. You want to know why we really did this? When we were banished, we lost our honor. So now, outside of the Brotherhood, we can do something different. We make our own terms. It's been good work so far. Think about it. Living this kind of life with no allegiance to an invite.
Did we keep you waiting?
Bah ouais.
That was too easy.
Moi j'espère rien. Oui, je profite un peu de tout. Portez mon attention, vous avez les achats dans votre belle roi, vous êtes dans votre cause, il y a une groupe de femmes, c'est extraordinaire, c'est notre somme, aucune Notre-Dame, pour
Did I interrupt something important? Then I relieved you of undeserved torture.
Ouais, je te prends pour les... Non.
see. No mystery as to why he was no longer with them. Being an assassin requires a sense of your surroundings and good hearing. I hope you won't hurt. It would reflect very poorly on your report to Mistress.
Can he get Luke to take that home? We came as fast as we could. Of all the enemies that could have come after us in Markarth, it was pirates that spoiled the fun. You sure do get yourself into a lot of trouble. Maybe you're the one that needs protection. Well, I see the corpse of a Dark Brotherhood assassin. The others just look like a bunch of regular troublemakers. I take it these are the band of pirates led by a group of Brotherhood outcasts. Cordonelli mentioned them in passing. We never got demands. We had a feeling something was wrong when we couldn't find you around Markarth. We tracked them down to the Solitude docks, jumped on a small boat and followed you here. Anyway, I think that's enough about them. We have to focus on Purity and the heroes. At least we took care of a potential problem for Cordonelli. She needs all the relaxation she can get on the job. She's gonna be pretty busy the next few days as she gathers our next batch of supplies. I figured you should make the call. I've blocked the door in case there are any additional crew members inside. What we could do is send a team of sirens to secure the ship when we get back to the palace. We'll hand it over to Cordonelli and she can decide what to do with it. Couldn't hurt to have an additional shipping vessel. Or we could just burn it and spare our sisters the trouble. What do you think? Good. I was hoping you would say that. Let me know when you're done looking around. I don't want to leave Zana by herself for too long. Taking care of some business. The pirates weren't the only danger that was lurking in Markarth. Climb down into the boat and we'll be off. Zana should be southwest of Morthal. Let's go find her so we can all go.
Mais que des rebondissements. Alors il y a un truc que j'aurais kiffé faire du coup maintenant, c'est... aller voir le mec et sortir pour voir ce qui se passe.
You said it. I saw you walk into this area to a lot of look, I'll pay. Really? Golly! Here, 50 gold. Is it enough? Send them just outside the city gates when they're done praying, and I'll take them out for a stroll. Send them outside the city gates. I'll be waiting.
Gardez vos mains dans vos poches.
Je vais le suivre et après j'arrêterai la vidéo.
Send them outside the city gates. I'll be waiting.
A attaqué le bosquet de qui? Pourquoi? Aucun lieu. Que voulez-vous, Barbe? Oui, Dorothy. Que puis-je pour vous?
Mais ouais, jusqu'à où comme ça? Bon, écoutez, je vais arrêter la vidéo ici. En tout cas, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu. J'ai vraiment kiffé le faire avec vous. Et bah, écoutez, d'ici dans une prochaine vidéo. Bye!